Hey guys, what is going on? We're having another talk about sublimation. Also, happy coming Sabbath. Tonight is the Sabbath. Friday night to Saturday night. Enjoy. All right. So we're going to be talking much talks. Oh, check out my Instagram. It's the same as my YouTube channel, Levi Apparel, Instagram, Levi Apparel, Facebook, Levi Apparel, Twitter, although I'm not much on Twitter. I don't really hang out there much. I don't know why. I just, anyways, Levi Apparel on TikTok, Tickety Talk. All right, Levi Apparel all around. Website too, leviapparel.com. Right there, you can custom design your artwork and this and that. The custom design feature, I have to pay a monthly fee for it, so I haven't been getting a lot of people going to it, so therefore I kind of, if you notice, it's not active. Today, I'm gonna turn it on, but it'll probably be active by tonight, who knows. But anyways, there's other features that I created. You can actually, hey, if you're here, like and subscribe. I have to hit the little button to see who's here. All right, cool. So again, this is Levi Apparel. Like and subscribe. Let's talk about sublimation. Yesterday's talk about sublimation was amazing. Oh, Lily. Hey, Lily. What's going on? All right. Whoa. What the heck? Damn. This huge van just ran right in front of me. All because he wanted to cut this little vehicle that was in front of him. It's a good thing I got you guys at the rear view, at the front window, because I can see everything that's going on. And my glimpse to you is me looking at a car, so it's perfect. Yeah. Most people have their camera facing this way, and then they gotta turn like that, and then look at the rear view, the front shield. Look at the front shield, not me. I said, hell stuff, nah. If I'm gonna be doing this, I'm gonna be doing this while viewing you and the cars. Anyways, let's get talking. All right. Lily, last time, I don't know if you were here or if you caught on what we were talking about. I've been doing a lot of these talks lately because, actually, to tell you the truth, I got inspired by A-Dub Production. They're known as Alan A. Wade. He's an amazing YouTuber, or as we call ourselves, content creator. Not for what he does on YouTube, but the fact that he reaches out to like smaller YouTube content creators like me and others. And basically, like, this dude was able to help me get my EM1010. Man, if you haven't seen the videos yet, like I said, I'm getting ready for it. It's just, I want to unroll certain things at certain times that I don't want to be. And is this guy going to try to cut me? Please don't try to cut me. Yeah, you better not. There you go. Ah, man. Chatting while driving. Amazing. Anyways, so he's an amazing content creator because he's not just focused on building his brand. He's about collabs and helping those in the background. Now, a lot of people know, giving us calls, find out what's going on. Where's the videos? Where's that? You know, get motivated, you know? So, and he's always eager to learn. For those of you who would call this bum kissing, know this. my channel is called Levi Apparel for a reason. It's a biblical name. It means Levi means joined unto God. ITE means descendant of. When you put it together, Levi Apparel, that means you're wearing holy apparel. Ooh, slick, huh? All right, with that said, the scripture also said to honor those who are to be honored that do great works. So he's somebody that helps me, so you know what? I'm letting him know, hey, this dude's amazing. You know, help him by subscribing to his channel. Check him out, talk to him. He has a lot to offer to help you grow if you want. That's my little spiel for now. There's other content creators that's amazing. Watch them. Every single one of us, even though we talk about the same thing, we're not talking about the same thing. Like in my YouTube channel, I focus more on building yourself financially, both mentally, physically, and spiritually. Right? Other YouTubers talk about how to build the brand. Some other YouTubers talk about how to build the product. Others talk about how to create the business portion of the brand and how to grow it. So even though it may seem like we're talking about the same thing, the topics, when you have a chapter, the chapter may be talking about maybe stating one thing, but under that chapter, it's talked about many things that has to do with what that chapter is talking about. All right, so that's in a nutshell what it is. So if you're here in my channel, I'm gonna show you certain things, but my main key focus is how to build you, so you can have a good mindset. That way you can grow your brand a lot faster. To help grow you, I introduce you to new products or new ways of doing things. Sometimes they may require spending, but I try to limit it because I come from a background where I didn't have much, so I teach people that don't have much how to grow the little they have into something big. Sublimation is one of those things, right? So when you have sublimation in your arsenal, as far as a apparel shop or a print shop, you can do so much more. Let's say if you don't want to focus at all on t-shirts, because you could care less. There's too many brands out there. I don't care about t-shirts. I want to focus on canvases. You can sublimate a canvas. Any type of canvas, whether it be a plate, an apparel, hat, mug, whatever, or a mural. You can sublimate a mural. If you can get heat applied onto that to release the gases from the sublimation ink to go onto that mural that may be poly-coated or whatever type of polyester content that may be on that, you can do stuff like that, right? So you don't have, sublimation goes way further than just t-shirts. All right. Sublimation can be also another way of doing transfers. Print on demand on shirts to be sublimated. All right. As I spoke before, you don't have to worry about having a shirt that's only white being an issue, because with sublimation you can change the color of the shirt. All you need to do is just put a bunch of tiles together, or if you have a large format printer like me that can't convert it to, I'm talking about my HP. Oh man, that was an epic fail. I should have kept that video on and just said, hey, it's not possible. But anyways, I deleted that video. But yeah, so I was trying to sublimate on my larger printer. Didn't work out. Yeah, it didn't work out, but it's okay. I mean, I got another printer to do it with, and I'm using the tile method. So like I said, you can sublimate your shirt, not just image, but you can do a block of colors. Hell, you can do let's say like the blue I'm wearing. See, I'm wearing blue, and then I'm wearing a grayish version, or a gray, but this is like a grayish blue type, right? So this pattern, you can actually put it on a shirt that's white. All you do is just have the top all blue, the bottom all gray. You put the shirt on it, bada bang, bada boom. You get a different colored shirt. Like I said before, you can leave a square in the middle of white to put any other image you want with anything you want. Let's say if you want this shirt, this color, but you want to, I don't know, sublimate it with, use vinyl on the shirt. And you're like, you know what? I don't want the sublimation ink to go onto the vinyl because I'm sublimating white vinyl on this shirt. You can leave a space empty, right? And then you just do your white sublimation. Hell, you can even do the outline of the image, leave it white and blank, so that way you can just put the image on there. Sublimation, you can do a whole lot with it. I'm talking about a lot about sublimation because in the beginning, when I did not have access to going to get the top transfers to do my transfers on, I relied on sublimation. I had a little printer. No, actually, I think for sublimation, I had gone and purchased a. What did I do for my sublimation prints? Yeah, for sublimation, yeah, I think I started with the 8x. Yeah, I did. I remember I bought a small Epson printer, and then eventually I got it from Target, and then eventually, this is before I started the channel, and then eventually I upgraded to the Epson 7710, and from there, now I'm purchasing. I kept the Epson 7710, and now I'm purchasing a Epson 7620 with two paper holders. So now, because I'm gonna be doing large prints and I'm gonna be doing a lot of tiles, it's no longer where I print one sheet per image. I have to print I think minimum 6 to 8 sheets per design. Per design, right? So I have to tile it. Now, what I'm looking to do is to see if there's a software out there that allows me to tile designs together and hopes of being able to create a full sublimation all over print. Now, if you're here, like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. It keeps me going by knowing, okay, you like this and I can keep talking about it. And also, if you like this daily live, hit me with a comment saying, like, please continue. Damn. Today's supposed to be like one of those holidays, but there's so many people on the road. I'm presuming that they're all going to work from Times Square. Man, I've never seen so many people before. Anyways, so yeah, sublimation allows you to do so much. Just being able to change the color of the shirt is a game changer. Like, you don't know how many times I've heard from people that do sublimation, oh, you can only sublimate on white shirt, and then that's it. They don't tell you, oh, also, by the way, even though you can sublimate on white shirt, that doesn't mean you can't change the color of the shirt, because if you can sublimate an image on there, but the image becomes one with the shirt, because the ink, the full name is dye sublimation. Now, whenever you're dyeing something, right, a fabric, the fabric itself loses its color. In a way, its principle to become something else, right? So if you ran out of gray shirts and you had, let's say you needed 100 shirts, and out of the 100 shirts you only had 50, right? And the retail location, the wholesale location says, listen, with what's going on right now, we're only able to get this much quantity in shirts. We're giving you half of what you asked for so you can get it to the customer. And then next week or in 3 days, we'll send you some more because we're going to restock. Now, obviously, you're going to be like, well, I might as well wait for that time to come. But then you have a perfect excuse to be like, you know what? Let me call the customer, inform them what's going on, and see if they'll be able to work with me. And this is where being able to change the color of a white shirt into that actual color. And that's where sublimation comes in. So you call the customer, you're like, hey, listen, I could only get 50 of the type of shirt that you asked for, but on the house, how would you like to try 10 of this amount of shirts? If you like it, I'll send you the rest. Typically, the customer be like, well, just send me the other 50. That way I have 100. And if I don't like it, then maybe we can talk about bringing down the price. And since you're planning to get the shirts anyways, you know, I'll have it as an extra order, and we can make it work for the both of us, right? So let's say things worked out like that. Now you could go and be like, all right, cool. So you take those 50 shirts and you sublimate them into the color gray, right? Because they're looking for gray, so you sublimate them into the color gray. But the image that was going to be imprinted in them, you do it sublimated also, so it's all one piece, and you put it on the shirt. They feel that, guess what? They're going to be like, wait, the other one you did is screen printing? You know what? I know I ordered 100% cotton with screen printed black on there, on gray, but can I get that other half that you gave me that's 100% polyester or 50-50, right? I'm pretty sure the customer's gonna be like, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be like, yeah, sure, no problem. And then you let them know, hey, listen, this process takes a little longer because it allows you to have your prints unfadable to the point where it's now embedded in the shirt. So if that's the case, then I may have to bring my price a little bit higher. I'm letting this run go as a sample, but further on, this is what I'm offering. This is how it's gonna go, because especially with you not being able to get all your stuff at the time you need, sublimation shirts is easy to get because not a lot of people purchase them. I am more than happy to give it to you, but it has to be at a higher cost because the process takes a little longer. Now you can upsell sublimation shirts, and you can tell the customer whatever shirt design you can think of, just throw it at me, and we can work together. Let's say they like, you know what, I want a spiral rainbow going around with like a Bible verse or something like that on it, and I don't know, 2 swords or whatever. You can sublimate that, get it ready, bam, there you go. Guess what? You try looking for that shirt, I'm pretty sure you won't find that type of shirt available unless it was sublimated. And then to get ink on it, right, when you're screen printing, like cotton has certain inks that you can use on it. Polyester has certain inks. Actually, cotton, you can use almost any ink on it. Polyester, there's a certain ink that you have to use. But with sublimation, it don't matter what like type of polyester shirt it is. It could be 100% polyester, 50-50, so long as it's 50 or greater amount of polyester. You can throw whatever image you want. You don't have to worry about nothing. But yeah, like I said, the next goal and this whole sublimation movement, I'm gonna try to create content strictly sublimation, strictly DTF, strictly white toner. I think I may have to roll it into this week that, next week another thing, and then that way I can focus on each machine as we go and talk about it on a weekly basis instead of a different things. You know, the reason why I'm trying to move in that motion is because sometimes you may watch a sublimation video. It shows you an image getting put on a white shirt and then call it a day. Right? Now, here's a kicker also. If you don't have these large machines to sublimate a shirt, and you want to be able to have a fine print on a shirt where it's almost not felt. Well, with sublimation, it's not felt at all. Guess what? Black can go on any polyester shirt because you take any color polyester, you slap black on it, it's going to remain black. It's not going to change because black is black, period. So that's a little bit of a gem for you. I like to call it caveat. If you have a sublimation printer and you don't want to have to deal with like colors or different type of stuff, but you like the fact that a sublimation printer can print so nice, go and get yourself a sublimation printer. Buy only black ink. Buy only black ink and turn your shop into a black print only. And now you can offer it on any type of color polyester garment you want. If you're not into that whole changing the whole shirt into a different color, you know. So it is what it is. When it comes to sublimation, there's nothing else like it. Like I just stated, it is what it is. It's not in any other category. You can't compare anything to sublimation. And now, oh yeah, back to my talk. So, like I was saying, they teach you how to do an 8x11 image sublimation on a shirt, and it's like, call it a day, we're done, bam, there you go. By the way, you can only do sublimation on a white shirt. That's 50% polyester or greater, and then that's it. That's it. They don't tell you anything else. And then when you get into the large printing, right? I was guilty of it myself, by the way. But I started learning, and you know, with this YouTube DIY channel, learning how to improve your craft. the more you practice something, the more you learn the little tricks, and then you're able to spit it out there to the public to let them know, hey, did you know you can do this? Right? So if you prefer this method, you don't need to grab one of those large printers that I have. If you have $200 or less, I'd say go on Amazon, grab yourself a printer that is preferably ecotank. It doesn't have to be Epson, because I've proven that Epson printers are the leading when it comes to sublimation images, but I mean prints. But you have other printers too that can do the same thing. The only thing is you have to have the right type of printer, because certain printers, their print heads actually heat up a lot faster to warm up the sheet as it's being printed, as the ink is being printed. So what tends to happen is your sublimation ink, the I say gassing process. Basically, when you take a liquid and you heat it up, there's only one thing that can come out of it. The water will evaporate, which means it turns into a gas, and then it starts to leave, to go to, join the clouds or whatever. Anyways, that's evaporation of the sublimation ink. And what's evaporating from it is the water, because remember, it's a water-based ink. So if you apply heat to a water-based ink, what happens is it dries up quick. The ink dries up quick, right? The only difference with sublimation is, since the ink itself can be turned into a gas, the ink starts to evaporate, right? It starts turning into a gas where it starts the sublimation process too early before you can even get the ink on the shirt. So because of that, certain printers are not good, because you want the ink to be laid on the shirt and start the heating process at the time of when you put it on the shirt, so all the ink can go to the shirt. All right. That's just a downside. That doesn't mean that's a problem, because there's so many Epson printers out there, and there's so many what do you call it, there's so many refillable cartridges for different type of Epson printers that you don't even need to worry. It's not much of an issue. The only thing you do have to worry about is the fact that most Epson printers don't have refillable cartridges with chips. They do have refillable cartridges, but not all of them have them with chips. So the ones without chips, you want to kind of try to stay away from. That doesn't mean it's a loss. If you already have the printer, you're like, you know what, I already have the printer. Why would I waste my time on buying another printer? I'll just find out if they have refillable cartridges. In that instance, what you need to do is basically go in, purchase those empty chip refillable cartridges, chipless refillable cartridge, and the worst of it is you have to go and purchase another ink with it that's for that printer, and all you do is you take that chip out, and they have a place where you just they have this little two-sided, you can get two-sided tape, cut it out to the size a little bit bigger than the side of the chip. That way you can fit all of it in there without a problem. or the size of the chips, whatever fits your fancy, right? And then you just place it where the chip would be, and they have the spot for that already. It's just they don't have the chip, but they make the indentation so you can be able to put the chips yourself. All right, so it's not a big loss. Any Epson printer that have refillable cartridges can be turned into a sublimation printer. So don't think because you have one you have to go buy one. Just wanted to talk about that part. Now I'm gonna get to the nitty-gritty of what I really wanted to talk about. So if you held on for this long to hear me, I appreciate it. But what I wanted to talk about is the fact that, and I'm gonna do another video about this hopefully on Monday maybe. Yeah, actually no, I'm gonna do one on Sunday, and then I'm gonna wrap it up on Monday. Up until I get the printer, I'm gonna keep talking about sublimation. And when I get the printer, I'm gonna do an unboxing. After doing the unboxing, I'm gonna do the actual print. Because one of the issues some of my subscribers have said is like, yo, you unboxed the printer or the machine, but you never did a sample. Can we get a sample? And I'm like, so many videos out there. Why? I just need you to know what I got on stock. Like, you know, what I have, what tools I have in my arsenal. So you can understand I ain't playing games. You know? But it is what it is. I have no choice but to do that because people want to know, like, yo, hey, you have the printer, but what can it do? And that's one goal I got going on. Oh man, so like I was saying, all over print. That's all we're gonna be talking about until the end of this live. So my goal right now is I'm about to remove my, not all, you know what? I purchased my computer, and when I purchased my computer, I made sure it was one of those computers I could add more memory. And I have more memory. So I don't want to get rid of my Adobe Illustrator. Because a lot of people send me files from Adobe, and I need Adobe Illustrator to open it. I think I may be able to open it with Corel Draw, but I'm gonna leave my Adobe Illustrator and I'm gonna download Corel Draw. The reason why is because I think her name was Latoya. She has her own YouTube video, her own YouTube channel, and one of the things she was talking about on her channel was the fact that she does a lot of like sublimation tiling. And the reason why sublimation tiling is important, I think on my video on Sunday I'm going to talk about that, sublimation tiling. The reason why sublimation tiling is important is because you can focus on tiling together different images, different pieces, and sublimate it on the shirt at a wider like version if you don't have like a large screen printing printer. You know, it's funny because when I was purchasing my HP T100, I was thinking about purchasing either an Epson printer, a Canon printer, or an HP printer. The only reason why I went with the HP is because HP is available, I believe, 24/7. So whenever you need them for technical issues, they'll always be there to help you out. The Epson was similar, but they have certain hours that I didn't think fit my schedule. So because of that, I was very reluctant towards wanting to come on, baby. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was very reluctant towards wanting to have an Epson printer. I should have, in retrospect, had I known, I would have just got an Epson printer. I mean, yeah, an Epson large format printer. I should have done that in the beginning. You know, if I had to start all over again, I think that's what I would do. They're expensive, but at the time they weren't that expensive for me. I had the money. I had at least close to 900. I could have purchased it, but I chose the HP because I was looking at how it was, and I went to go get into HP. Part of the reason because I had purchased an HP printer, and because of that, I figured like, yo, since I already have an HP printer, I like the way it works. Why not just keep going HP? But now I realize you can't really sublimate with HP printers because they're print heads. Anyways, we're gonna be talking about sublimation tiling next video. Like and subscribe. This is Levi Apparel. I appreciate you a lot.